First of all, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Justin Wright. I own Justin Wright Fitness. I have owned Justin Wright Fitness since it was October of 2018 when I started doing this. So I've coming up on 3 years now for having the business under my own name, under my own stuff. So before I did the actual home business or Justin Wright Fitness, I worked in 2 gyms. I worked at Crossroads and Thrive Fitness, which are more of a smaller private gym near me instead of, like a Vasa or a 24-hour or an LA Fitness or something like that. So it wasn't like a big box gym, but it was definitely a gym to get going. So as a trainer, talking to you, if you're looking at becoming a trainer, or have an interest in becoming a trainer, I would encourage you to go into a big box gym or a gym of some sort and learn the ropes, learn some things that you want to implement into your business if that's the end goal for you, or learn maybe things like me personally, learn things that I wouldn't do based on the success and failures of those gyms. Both of those gyms were open for a few years and have closed since. That was kind of my boost to get to Justin Wright Fitness. Was I was at a gym, started up with them when they first came here. They were about 2 years, 2 years in business, and then they closed down literally like as I closed on the house that I'm in now. And it just kind of happened to, be where I was moving to an area that there wasn't any gyms. The closest gym, at least as of right now, is about 30 minutes away. So I kind of have a monopoly that way. But the great thing is, and the reason why I encourage you to maybe start in a gym versus starting going right to owning your gym or doing independent training by itself, is because you learn a lot, you gain a lot of knowledge, and you get clientele. That's the great thing. Me, for example, I had a personal training manager who he sold the training and then passed the client on to me. So I didn't actually do a lot of the sales stuff from the get-go. As I progressed through their program and became a better trainer, I ended up selling my personal training, and that's where I was able to kind of kickstart my business. Here was I took clients from that gym, obviously because they didn't have a gym, and I was their trainer for a few months or whatever. They followed me out here, which is awesome. It's been great. I've also gained people here, which has been good too, as well as I can do whatever I want. I can make my own hours. I can say who can and can't come. I can implement my own training methods and what works for me and what's been successful for me. So that is the greatness of owning your own gym and the freedom. But I didn't just fall into this. So don't think that it was very easy for me to do. It was hard. I had to go through ropes of things. But it was definitely worth it. So if you're looking at doing it or wanting more information or a longer video, and specifically on how I became with the Justin Wright Fitness, hit me up, leave me a comment, whatever, shoot me a message, and I can definitely make a video in that more elaborate, that more elaborate time. So enough about that. So more about me. So I fell in love with training in junior and high school. I was very skinny. I didn't hit over 115 pounds until probably I was almost going into 11th grade. I started working out in 10th grade, started falling in love with fitness, started feeling the pump, started feeling the effects for fitness for me, mainly mentally. I was always made fun of. I was always the skinny kid. I was always the kid that everybody picked on because I was so small. I was so little, and I was so playful, whatever. And I hated that. I hated that role as with my friends and at my school and stuff. So I wanted to bulk up, get some muscle, get some maybe credibility you could say. But that's kind of what drove me to wanting to work out. Was tired of feeling skinny and tired of feeling like just nothing, had no muscle, had no anything. I was just a straight string bean, essentially. I struggle mentally is a huge thing for me. To this point, that's what drives me now that I have, many years under my belt of training. I struggle with ADHD. I struggle with depression. I struggle with anxiety. I also am an alcoholic, so that was a huge lifesaver for me, which a lot of people don't know. I don't talk a whole lot about that kind of stuff. Um, Only for the fact that I feel people look at you differently when they know that you have maybe an issue or a problem or, an addiction to something. And that addiction could be something, more than just alcohol. It could be to food. It could be to a drug. It could be whatever it may be. We can create an addiction to anything, healthy and unhealthy, depending on how obsessed you get with it. So for me, that was a huge thing. I also used to smoke cigarettes. I did an e-cigarette for a long time as well, and I've completely cut that out. I used to drink caffeine, an insane ass amount of caffeine, like 2, 3, 4 energy drinks a day, pre-workout once or twice, and 2, 3 cups of coffee. So I mean, I was getting 1 to 3 grams of caffeine a day. So I was very dependent on things. I'm very careful now with becoming addicted because I do have that addictive mindset. So, the thing about training and working out and feelings and emotions and things, they don't get better by being more fit or being less fit. So when you're fit, people make fun of you because they call you, a gym junkie. They call you obsessed with how you look. They're like, oh, I feel bad for your friends and family because they probably never see you because you're in the gym, or why do you work out? You're already fit. And if you're on the other end of the spectrum, you're, heavier or overweight, people are like, oh, you need to eat better. You need to eat right. You need to move your body. You're fat. You need to get up and do something, care about yourself, when they really don't understand, the two sides of that and what causes each of those and the feelings that come with each of those. So the fact that I'm, on one side of that, I can't relate to like being severely overweight, but I can relate in other ways in, feeling picked on, feeling judged, feeling not good enough. And then you add on a mental illness to that, of 1, of 2, of 3 different ones. And it just feels like you're in a hole that you can't get out of. That's why I turned to training. As of right now, I'm about 4 years clean from alcohol. I don't actually know the date. I don't like to know the date because that's a celebration for me, and that was when I was an alcoholic. That's what I would do, or when I would drink, I should say. I would turn to that and be like, oh, it's been 3 years, let's go have a drink, and that doesn't really work. So I don't know the exact date. That's my own choice. I know some of you that maybe you can relate to this. You like to know that. Good for you. Everybody's different. Just like my journey of fitness is going to be different than yours. We may have similarities, yes, but the end, we're not whole as the same. So I mean, mental health illness is real. I'm huge with that. That's why I'm very careful on how I train, how I say things, how I word things to people, because they can be interpreted differently depending on the ears they fall on. But be kind with yourself. Working out and making yourself vulnerable in a gym, in a private gym, or wherever you may, go to get your fitness done. You're putting yourself out there. You're becoming vulnerable, and it can be really intimidating at some point. So, hang in there. You can do this. I believe in you. You just have to believe in you, and don't make it so complicated, okay? Don't make working out and eating right, becoming obsessive, becoming to the point where it's like another full-time job. You need to build working out into your existing schedule. You do need to carve out time for it, I would say, just like you carve out time to go, to work, to go to your hair appointments, to, go to a family function or whatever. Carve out time, whether that's twice a week, if that works for you right now, or 3 times or 5 for 20 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and a half. That's all going to base on you, your goals, and how much time you can give to the actual journey that you're going to start. So there's a little background about me. If you have more questions, obviously, drop them in the comments, shoot me a message, and give me some topics to talk about. If you want me to elaborate more on, my reason why I started working out, or the alcoholism, or mental health for that matter, then, shoot me a message. Let me know. That way I'm creating content that's going to interest you guys, and join me on the ride. This is going to be a fun thing. This is going to be a great thing. I think this is going to help debunk a lot of bullshit that you hear out there, a lot of issues with the fitness world that I disagree with, because there is so much outside noise, guys. I mean, you could get on Instagram today and you could say, hey, this magic pill, like, for example, perfect example, last night on the news, they just came out and approved a new weight loss supplement, okay? And it's supposed to help make you lose, I think they said like 15 pounds a month or something like that. and you don't have to do anything. You just have to take the pill and it magically works. I'm all for that stuff. No, I'm not. It's a bull crap, guys. Don't fall for that stuff. And you want to know something crazy about it, right? They want, right now, insurance companies don't cover it. But the 30-day dose of that is $1,500 a month. You could find a damn good trainer, probably 2 to 3 times a week, get on some sort of nutrition regimen. If it's a meal plan that works for you, great. Meal plans don't work for me. Macro counting don't work for me, but it might for you. So, I mean, if you're really thinking about that, look at what you're spending your money on versus creating a lifelong habit. Yeah, you could take a pill and get to where you want maybe in 3 months, but in 6 months, you're going to be back to where you were 9 months ago. So why not create a lifestyle of healthy eating, of proper exercise? So when you do go on vacation, you can eat those pretzels, those turkey legs, those cupcakes, those treats. And then you come back, yeah, you might be a pound or two heavy, but chances are that weight is not sticking weight. That's just bloated weight of your body trying to process those unprocessed foods or fastly processed foods that your body doesn't know what to do with a little bit more efficiently. As you get healthier in your journey and as you get healthier with your nutrition and your food, the bloating goes away, the water retention will go away, the unhealthiness, the lack of energy, the brain fog, the lethargic stuff, all of that stuff will go away eventually. And you're creating that healthy habit and that healthy lifestyle to have long-term success. A quick fix is usually a quick fix, right? It's not a sustainable lifelong fix. And that's the issue with, different medications, different pills, different crazy programs, different things that you can do to help get you to your goals faster. In my experience and my people that I've seen, unfortunately, it's just not sustainable. And sometimes it can cause more harm than good, meaning you've seen how fast you could drop weight doing this. So when you want to lose weight again, you're going to immediately go to that. And maybe that's not right for you. Maybe you just had a baby and that's not the best thing to do because you need more carbs and you try to go keto, or you want to try to eat this way, but you like that. And I feel like people that go to that extent to lose the weight really miss out on a lot of good things, good barbecues. And not necessarily because they want to eat the food, but because they don't want to put themselves in that situation. Very similar to me with like alcohol. I used to avoid going to restaurants because I didn't want the alcohol there, or going to some parties because people have alcohol, or going to family events because there's alcohol there. But now that I've created that healthy relationship with myself, knowing warning signs, I have my support system, I have, my plan of action per se, I'm able to go in those situations and I'm like, all right, I can do this. I don't have to have that to make myself feel better, or whatever that might be. And that could be portrayed to eating, which is why I give that example. So, join me on this ride. It's going to be fun. You're really going to get to know me. I'm going to dive deep into what drives me, what drives you, what frustrates me on the fitness industry, what is so damn annoying when I open my Instagram and I see so much stupid shit that I don't feel is pertinent to your journey or weight loss at all. It's just blah, it's just information. So join me. I don't know how often I'm going to have these posting up. I'm just going to try to get a lot of them scheduled so you guys always have some content, or if you're struggling with something, you can just pop this and play it and know that you're not alone. This is a struggle for everybody. You'll find too, the people that are really obsessed with a physical aspect or the gym, we kind of have a lot of problems mentally, or a physical problem with how we look or feel about ourselves. And that should be your starting point of feeling that you're not alone. There's so many people that have mental health illnesses in this industry and in their weight loss journey. We're kind of messed up to some degree, and you know what? That's okay. You're not alone. We're gonna make through it. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make this happen. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. Leave me a like so I know that you guys are enjoying it. Leave me a comment about anything you want me to talk about, and let's drive this, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, and yeah, I'm here for you. Even if you're not a client of mine, reach out. If you have any questions, I'd love to help you or maybe ease your mind to something, and let's crush it. Have a great day.